What's up, guys? Today, of course, you're going to be seeing a breakdown of the Gewehr 98 Sharpshooter sniper rifle. It's a bolt action in the Battlefield 1 beta. There is another version of it, the Rifleman version. The only difference between them is the Sharpshooter has a scope, the other one has iron sights. To make things a little bit more confusing, because I accidentally, when I was trying to get clips for this particular weapon, I accidentally chose the wrong version, because there is a Gewehr M95 version, which has a completely different damage model. It is a different weapon, but it does have the same prefix. So make sure if you're following along for the review and you want to use the weapon for this review that you choose the 98 Sharpshooter version. So, for this review and breakdown, I'll be discussing optimum strategies when using the weapon, as well as breaking down the SIMPTIC numbers to give you a better understanding of the weapon, its strengths, weaknesses, the ranges you want to be in for best success. To get this weapon, actually you have to reach Scout rank 3, so it's a bit of a grind considering the bug that's been going on that sort of kills your progression. And I was lucky I was able to get it when the website was still able to allow you to unlock it when just using your war bonds. So I got lucky there. Although I think my kit rank's like 5 or something now, I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get to the stats. To start, it has a 900 round fire rate, or 900 round per minute fire rate, but of course it's misleading, as my other reviews have stated that counting for reload times, missed shots, the bolt cycle and all that, it's a hypothetical speed, though there's no way you're going to reach 900 rounds per minute. It has an 880 meters per second bullet velocity, which is by far the highest in the beta among the bolt action sniper rifles. It has a 12 meters per second gravitational constant, which, considering the bullet drop, is steeper than the actual gravitational constant of the Earth, which is 9.8 meters per second squared. I mean, plus the added drag coefficient for bullets in Battlefield 1, you're going to have substantial bullet drop over longer ranges. Having said that, though, inside of 200 meters, 250 meters or so, you're going to have little to no bullet drop to be concerned of at all because of the extreme bullet velocity associated with this weapon. The magazine size for this weapon is 5, and in the beta you have no customizable attachments or anything to change the behavior of the weapon, as well as anything in terms of individual customizations. There's none of it in the beta. The damage chart states that it has a base damage of 80 up to 60 meters away. Then it increases to the highest damage output of 100 at 80 meters. It stays at 100 damage until 120 meters, and then past that drops down to a base damage of 80 at 160 meters. This makes it the best option for medium to long range sniping in the beta, bar none. SIMPTIC doesn't list damage modifiers for the body right now, but because past, like, say 160, 200 meters, the base damage is 80, but you're able to get a one-shot headshot, there's a good chance there's a modifier at play in there somewhere. So my best guess, based on previous Battlefield games, is that a headshot modifier is probably 2 times, chest is probably 1.5 or so in that range, and the legs are probably like 0.9 to 1 on the damage modifier scale. Of course, this is my estimation, this is not true, so take it with a grain of salt for now until the base game comes out. But what that means, importantly, is if it's true, anything chest and above between 80 to 120 meters is a one-shot kill. And with that extreme bullet velocity associated with the weapon, it means you're going to be able to hit moving targets with ease at these ranges for one-shot kills. And to add more to this weapon, you will not have to deal with any horizontal deviation whatsoever. So far so good. Reload speeds are completely different now, and I have a separate video explaining how the process works and how to best optimize them, but I'll link it in the description. But what you basically need to know for this weapon is that it takes a total of 2.2 seconds to reload from completely empty, and you do so by inserting a strip of 5 rounds. If you reload single rounds instead of inserting a 5-round strip, it will take 0.7 seconds to 2.2 seconds, plus an additional 1.21 seconds for the pre and post reload animation times when adding 1 to 4 rounds. So my advice is, if you're not going to reload after 1 to 2 rounds, just wait for the entire 5 rounds to empty and then just reload the whole magazine all at once. So what ranges and situations does this weapon excel? As noted earlier, the weapon outputs its max damage of 100 at the 80 to 120 meter mark. So if you're new to the game, trying to learn sniping, or you just want to maximize your chance at getting a one-shot kill at all ranges, you're going to want to stay between that 80 to 120 meter mark and aim for the chest or head. It's best suited for medium or long, more so for longer range combats, like say 200 to 300 meters and above, because of that extraordinary bullet velocity. However, let's stop for a second. Because of the extreme bolt cycling speed and reload speed, it actually makes a decent aggressive sniping option as well. There are better options in close, especially the Gewehr M95 version, but it's well more than capable of doing anything in aggressive recon as well, as you'll probably see in some future videos, and maybe even the videos here, depends on which highlights I choose. Last, it's one of the best weapons in the game, like I said earlier, for shooting moving targets because of the extreme velocity on the bullets. So the big question is, what's my rating and would I use it very often? In terms of the beta, if I was looking for a weapon to stay back between, say, 1 to 300 meter range sniping at all times, this would be the weapon I'd choose every single time. But it's versatile enough to handle aggressive duty as well, so I probably would choose it here as well. It murders in long range, and I'd probably give it a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10 because it can handle pretty much every range, and it has the very few weaknesses of all the sniper rifles. Have a good one.